Everybody's buying houses, Danielle, because they think prices are going up. So when the Fed gets up there and says, we're going to do QE, the uneducated, the unwashed, the filthy, the people who don't watch YouTube say, oh, that means there's going to be inflation. QE, quantitative easing, means they're printing money. But they're not printing money, they're printing bank reserves, and you cannot spend a bank reserve. All it is a ledger entry between, like, I owe you, Danielle, $10, and you say, I owe you $10, but no, there's no money there. It goes to the monetary system, the banking system. There's a thing called the shadow banking system. And the shadow banking system is like 100 times bigger than the Fed. And what all three guys, Lacey Hahn, Jim Rickards, and Jeff Snyder, are saying, the shadow banking system is crashing. So the Fed is out there saying, oh, we're issuing forward guidance saying, we'll print QE or whatever they do. So everybody thinks price is going up. But the reality of the three guys are saying, we're going into a depression. It's crashing. Because the biggest money system is a shadow banking system. We cannot see it. It's crashing as we speak. The biggest monetary system is the shadow banking system, and it's going broke. The shelves are empty. It's because the Fed or Yellen has been paying people to stay at home. So the truck drivers aren't driving, and they're not unloading the trucks. The shelves are empty, and everybody goes, oh my God, there's a shortage. I think it's all manufactured. Why would they pay people not to work? Why would there be 9 million ships sitting offshore? Nobody's unloading them, the shelves are empty, and everybody thinks there's inflation. It's supply and demand. Russia and Saudi Arabia are in trouble now because when they abandoned Afghanistan, that broke the agreement with the petrodollar with with Saudi Arabia and America. See, America promised Saudi Arabia we'd protect them. But when they dumped Afghanistan, the Saudis said, oh my God, we can't trust America. So this is all happening in the last few weeks. And so the European shadow, the euro dollar, the shadow banking system is collapsing. And so so Powell gets up, the Fed chairman gets up and he says, oh, we're going to start to end taper, and that means we might start interest rates. They're trying to get people to spend money. What they say is low interest rates are not good. It means the economy is collapsing. And if interests were really high, that would be good for another reason. Inflation is a tax. That's what it is. And the trouble is, there really isn't inflation, it's really deflation. And the trouble is, what's deflating is a shadow banking system. And the Fed doesn't have the power to stop it. So that's why the odds are going into a depression. But also when they dumped all the weapons in Afghanistan, it pissed off the Saudis and Israel. They don't trust America today. So that's crushing the economy of Europe. That's a good thing about YouTube too. Somebody says it's going this way, some people say it's going that way. So the best thing to do is, like they say, your mind should be like a parachute. It works best when it's open. Well, there's crypto billionaires, right? Or Bitcoin billionaires. They've never had a job. I kind of envy them. They're driving McLarens and all this stuff. I wish I was there. But I kind of think I like our approach. The hard work and experience goes a long way. But you get lucky. It's like a kid who was born lucky. They don't know how to recover if they lose it. Or like most sports athletes are broke 5 years after making millions. So that could be the crypto guys. I don't know, man, because I like my work. You and I don't have to work. I love work, and I love study. I love hanging out with all you guys. We had a blast in Texas. It's just fun. But to get paid and not work, it doesn't fit. Doesn't go with me. I don't like it. I'd rather not get paid. To buy $300 million in real estate, the easy part is the borrowing the money. The hard part is managing the property. That's the hardest part, is the management. The borrowing is easy. The finding is easy. So I'll just tell the story when Kim and I were, doing our best to get up to have enough real estate, millions of dollars of real estate. So we don't have to pay taxes. The biggest problem was management. I make money. Let's say I make $1 million. I'm in trouble, because if I don't place that money with debt and step it up to an asset, so I make $1 million. I got to call Kenny. I said, I need $4 million in debt. It's completely opposite what people think. I want the debt. So Kenny's going to take the 4 million, marry it to my 1 million, and the asset becomes 5 million. And when you have a $5 million asset, then you can depreciate it, appreciate it, and amortize it. Those are accounting terms. That's why I pay no taxes. But we're trying, Kenny and I are up on stage, doing our best to explain to people, Kenny and I are partners, not because I'm in real estate, but because Kenny can borrow money and he can manage the property. And if you can't do that, move to Puerto Rico. America was founded in 1773 as a tax-free nation. America is really a tax-free nation. That's how it was formed. And it's just gone downhill since then. I just thought it was so interesting that when I said the Fed does not print money, the Fed prints bank reserves. Now, why is that so important? Because what that means is the banks need Kenny to come into the bank with a project, with an asset, like the project in Austin, Texas. And they go, oh, thank you, Kenny, thank you. Because what the average guy doesn't realize is the bank needs, when the Fed gives them those bank reserves, they've got to lend it out. They cannot hold on to the bank reserves. So Kenny walks in, I got a $50 million project, and they say, thank you, Jesus, he showed up. They're going to lend Kenny this money, but it's only until Kenny comes in to borrow the money does money exist. I just want to say to people, to borrow 300 million, you've got to be absolutely spot on with the management. And as you know, management is a key for real estate, for businesses, for the government, everything. And if a person cannot manage, we're screwed. So as long as we have our management skills in, we'll do well. Like I don't really care